Tweets aren't pork. We vote with our pork here. No one is pork. This is a market for decentralized forms of pork. If people were pork, their assets would be going up because there would be demand for pork. Tweets aren't pork. We vote with our pork here. We vote with our pork here. No one is pork. This is a market for decentralized forms of pork. If people were pork, their assets would be going up because there would be demand for pork. Tweets aren't pork. We vote with our pork here. No one is pork. This is a market for decentralized forms of pork. If people were pork, their assets would be going up because there would be demand for pork. Tweets aren't pork. We vote with our pork here. No one is pork. This is a market for decentralized forms of pork. If people were pork, their assets would be going up because there would be demand for pork. Tweets aren't pork. We vote with our pork here.
I rock a 7 slipper shoes, got zippers. I fuck you out your mind and need a rubber for my pistol. My chick so big, I make your bush get big. My neck so wet, it make a nut more quick. And light scar face don't touch my sister. She a bad bitch, but she still my nigga. So round Rock City, basement full of big tick. 26s on my charger, porch is looking.
We only have one rule here. Chairs table. No jam bands. Can't stand for them. And I don't care if that's a controversial stance. All right. Welcome to Chairs Table. The mission, the objective, the goal here today, as it has been for the past 3 streams or so, is we are trying to eclipse we're trying to eclipse 100 points in a single round of Karma Climber. Karma Climber is a game on Status Network. Status Network is an Ethereum Layer 2 L2 that is gasless. Does not require transaction fees. If you're used to using Ethereum or EVMs, you're very well familiar that everything you do that's on chain, except for a simple signature, requires at least a small transaction fee, depending on the current traffic of the network and how much compute and or storage your transaction requires, and any tips that you decide you want to send to the validators. That paradigm does not exist on the Status Network. Status Network, Status L2, is a gasless network, meaning that any user most users, any user, can begin using applications on the network without having the gas token, which happens to be Ether. But a new user is not required to have Ether on that network in order to start using the stuff. And if you are familiar with and have used EVMs, especially layer 2s, one of the biggest pain points, if not the biggest pain in the butt, is you have to get the gas token over there via either bridging or begging someone to send you some of the gas token. It is less than ideal. Status Network uses karma tokens in lieu of transaction fees. Karma tokens are soulbound tokens that you can spend instead of Ether for transaction fees. And this applies to both humans and bots. There's a number of ways to earn karma tokens immediately. The primary way at this point, and the way that I would advise you to do so, is to pre-deposit at hub.status.network. There are 4 tokens you can choose from. These will earn you some APY and karma tokens. Ether, Go, SNT, and Linea, respectively. Now, I believe this $0 is because I'm on the testnet. Let me validate something, because I've seen bigger numbies than that. Well, I saw as high as 7 million. I think it's might be interesting. Well, anyway, pre-deposit at hub.status.network. And that is how you can earn karma. You also earn some APY. Status Network is an EVM network that is built off of the Linea ZK EVM stack, or extends it rather. That, combined with the gasless nature of things, makes it a very unique network indeed. I'm going to play some Karma Climber now until hopefully I break 100 points. There is a PvP mode where you can stake, and right now there's like the status test token option. You can, and do I want 1,000 here? Maybe later. I'm not too worried about PvP until I am able to eclipse 100 points. I think my high point is something like 64, 68. Not quite the magic number. The game is brutally simple. Oh, I just left 2 tokens on the table. You collect tokens to get points. You have 3 lives per round. It's Flappy Bird, but in a vertical paradigm. There's only one move. You click. You click, you go right, you click again, you go left, and on and on and on. The only thing you can really control is at which point you click if you want to maneuver or navigate to the left and right, and that's about it. So it's a quick double tap to the same side if I want to go left. Same thing to the right if I want to move to the right. And if you want to go straight up, rapid clicks. And this wall hugging technique is the only way that you'll survive these alleys that are created by the saws. So it's one of those games, brutally simple, yet brutally difficult, as you will see. Sometimes the configurations, which are all seemingly random, holy moly, sometimes the configurations can be set in a way that is rather impossible. Now this, I didn't know that this was called a platform style game. And it makes sense because these platforms are kind of useful for taking a rest, as every pass is potentially stressful. But increasingly, I am finding that I know which moves to perform. I think I've done... I don't think I've played 100 rounds of this yet. I'm somewhere like 6th. I'm the 6th most prolific player in Karma Climber history. It's still on... Oh my god. So Karma Climber's still on testnet, which you can bridge Sepalia ETH over to the testnet to have the ETH that you will need if you want to play PvP. There's also an STT, which stands for Status Test Token, that you can... there's a faucet for that. So everything starts at hub.status.network. I just died again, and I'm at 34. Well, this is a warm-up round. So what I think is probably the developer, sits at the top of the leaderboard, and we'll inspect it. I'm going to die, yeah. Well, let's inspect this. 38 is whatever's. So this number, this is either the dev or their little brother, right? I am number 3 in the weekly total score. No, overall total score 2215. High score is 283, and there's a number of people. Yeah, 68 is mine. Oh, I'm trying to get into the top 10 for a single round high score, and eventually to unseat people top. You can use the chat. I can see the chat. Let me know if you are out there. This is Chair's Table. I'm here to prop you up. The Chair's Table, everybody eats, but it's up to you how much. If you'd like to come to the head of the table and join me on stream, you know where to find me, if you know where to find me. All right, single. Oof. Okay. All right. We got it. No problem. So there are saws. There are regular saws. There are saws with apparati. There are slime areas. There are spikes. There are growing spikes that can be a little tricky. The most tricky that I found are these saws that have a red perimeter area around them, that if you go anywhere near that, it's basically instant death. Like if you cross the perimeter of those red saws, there's also these lasers. And yeah, I don't know. Saws with apparatus, regular saws, lasers, gunk, spikes. Oh, there's the what I call the Wheel of Samsara saws, which I guess is just apparati, but they are difficult. Not sure the timing on these lasers, so I'm gonna... Ooh, that was... Didn't mean to get that close. You know, sometimes that super lightning power-up is not as useful as you would like it to be, as it'll just drop you in the middle of something dangerous. All right, there it is. And we keep on continue. 35, now no deaths. I thought I just ate a power-up, and yet nothing happened. Those are one of those red perimeter saws. had space there, though. Ooh, and it's raining. It's really luck of the draw. See, like, there's no way I can get those 2 tokens up there without... Oh, see, it's chasing me anyway. I was able to get away from that one. Can I wall walk? Yes, I can. All right, let's... Ooh, look at this. Wow. That was tough. That was tough. Dun, 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 dun. I've also found pressing spacebar now instead of clicking, and it's easier, at least on my setup, to do that. Whoa. This is a little... These are the wheels of Samsara. And thankfully, we're easy. All right, we're at 60. 1 death, 2 to go. Wheel of Samsara. I'm thinking going on the left side here, because it seems like that one on the right is a trap of sorts. Oh, this is one of those direction changers. All right, we got through it. Beautiful. 64. Nearing our high score of all time. It's snowing now. And there is a Wheel of Samsara. And it changes directions, no less. All right, let's wait for this. There we go. Boom. Nice. And now, if you are watching, and I appreciate it very much, you're watching me hit 69. I've just hit my all-time high score. So thank you. We've done it together. If you could share and like and subscribe and turn notifications on, that would help out a lot as I grow my ever nascent channel. I don't think that's not a real term. But thank you for watching. If you want to say something in chat, let me know you're there. Not unlike the Westchester Chiefs, who were implored by their coach, Paul Newman, to hit him a little, let him know you're there. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know you're there. And if you get that reference, you're both old and a hockey fan. All right, 77. Not bad, but we can do better. We go immediately back. I'm going to play with the mouse this time. I beat the record with... No, I beat the record with the keyboard, so I'll just stay with the keyboard. Da, ba, da, ba, da, 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 da. You know, the more you can collect in the beginning with easy passes, the better. Because it does get rather tedious. Right around 50 points is when things start getting real. Everything up until then, like, essentially, you shouldn't die before 50. Unless you get hit with some bad luck drops. But otherwise, it's more or less a straight shot to 50. But then all of a sudden, there's no way I'm going for that one. And all of a sudden, things get a bit more difficult right around 50. And it's already difficult. Oh, but I had a... Wow. What is going on? Dude. That's a perfect example of like when things get real shiesty. What up, Syndrome? In the chat. Syndrome will be at Parallel Society in Lisbon, March 6th and 7th. So will I. ps.logos.co. All right. 44. It's raining. Laser. No match. There's another laser. Oh god. Got max value there. Got max value there. You know, these red little fuckers, these little fireballs are no fun, I'll tell you. I think they only show up right around 50, and there's a death. Oh, oh, I just realized. I think status testnet was updated recently, and that's probably why we didn't see the TVL there. But I'm about to deposit all of my SNT into hub.status.net. Oh, ooh, ooh. Just gotta get over, get over. Oh, dude, no, no, no. I refuse to accept that. Oh, see how the fireball showed up before 50 points this time? I guess it's more random. Even with those. All right, we're at 25, 27. Ah! Okay. Fresh round, 13 points, 3 lives, and almost max value extracted up to this point. Every once in a while, you get a token in a location that you do not want to go towards. You know, for the first like 5 rounds, there were no fireballs in the beginning, and now all of a sudden they're fucking everywhere, and they're not easy. They are not easy to navigate. I'll tell you what. $25 is roughly 1/3 of my all-time best score. Ooh, okay. Well, we gotta get right and up. No. Well, let's see how quickly we can. Fuck. Dude. Come on. Yo. $100 points or no dinner. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Or can I buy anything? I have helmet. Do I have enough? I already have opal. I mean, I like the one. You gotta love the one that you're with, you know. Who said that? Love the one you with. All right, that was a really stupid way to lose one life. What the fuck was that? Switching back to mouse tactics for this one. You know what? We need to switch it up, and we're going to listen to the in-game audio. Hold on. You guys are going to get the soothing sounds of the in-game audio. Now we're in the mood. You know? Oh, fuck. No. No. Hold on. That was strange. Weird delay on that one. I got the end screen before I actually hit the thing. Alright, kamikaze on this one with one life left. Yeah. Let's just keep grinding forward. Oh. That was an unnecessary one. It's like I overclicked. I have to dial it back in a little better here. All right. I was waiting till somebody said something. We'll stop it immediately.
I see them hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bag, yeah. I see them hoes down, cheats up, filling all bags on my feet up. Hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bag, yeah. I see them hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bags on my feet up. Hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bag, yeah. I see them hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bags on my feet up. Hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bag, yeah. I see them hoes down, cheats up, filling in my bag, yeah.
Oh, I left some value there. Syndrome. It'll happen naturally, man. Don't worry about it. I don't know that Syndrome is even a man, but it's the internet, so I assume they are. What is there a specific artist you are excited to see at Parallel Society? Would be my question for you. Oh my god. Frustrating. That was a frustrating one. Oh my god. It's like no way to thread that needle. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, we got through it. We got through it. Sometimes those simple ones are not so simple. This is Chair's Table. I'm here to prop you up. Thank you for sitting at the table. If you'd like to come to the head of the table, shoot me a DM. Dude, okay, how... I guess this is a wall walk. This is a wall walk situation. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. It's hard. You know, this is how the pattern has gone as I play this game. I get high scores early, and then it becomes a grind from there on out. Oh, dude, these fireballs are a motherfucker. Syndrome says, Chair's a top artist. God damn right. No, I think there's some very, like, Apparat is probably mine. He does some, oh yeah, then maybe Apparat, although I've seen him a few times. I have not seen him. I have not seen him. Also, any and all reggae, dub reggae specifically, acts that will be there are going to be the ones that I will be consuming with the most fervor. All right, let's get a big one here. Let's get a big one here. Oh, that bounce off the wall does not help anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, man, I feel like we haven't reached the dark part of the map in a while. It goes like nighttime, then raining, then snowing, and then I don't think I've made it past snowing. High score is 77, 33 on this round. Only one life left, so it's kind of a... Oh, no. All right. Okay, there we go. Let's get serious now. 37. Wrong apparat. There's also an artist name or a group named Rat-a-Tat, and I have seen them live, and I did enjoy them. I can't say I have been down the Yellow River, but I did not enjoy it. Oh god, man. Whew. Wow. That was... Clip that for the highlight clipper. That was a difficult hole to squeeze through. All right. I'm gonna wall walk. Whoa. Can I get that one on the edge there? Yes, I can. Oof. Looks like I've only left one on the table so far. Not bad. Oh, wow. I was very concerned that it was going to drop me in a bad spot. I have resolved to not trying to beat those lasers. As you first approach them, I think it's better to just let it reveal its timing before. Wait, so... Is there another artist named Apparat, or were you indeed thinking of Rat-a-Tat? All right, here we go. Laser. Alright, there's gonna be some wheels of some sort showing up here. Some crystals of piss there. The growing crystals of piss. There they are. Oh, wow. Oh, dude. All right, 54. 60 now, 57. Really despise these fireball thingers, dude. Really don't like them. Maybe I should embrace them. All right, here's a... How the fuck? All right, I guess. Oh! I think it's another name with similar vowels. Yeah. Trust me, I know all about that. Here we go. This might be our last fire here for now. If you want a PvP with test tokens before it gets real, let me know. I'm game. Oh no. That was not ideal. Yeah, get it set up, Syndrome, so you have like the test tokens you need and all of that. And then let me know and we'll play. Ooh, that's a tough one. 49. Yeah, we can maybe. That was a good timing there too. We might be able to sniff 77 here. Let's see. It's definitely the highest I've gotten since one of the first rounds. 66. You know, I prefer these over the fireballs. The fireballs, for some reason, don't jive with me. Honestly, it's like, as the fireball randomized placement goes, so does my performance. Wherever there have been fireballs early, I've done bad. 79, new high score. We did it together, folks. It's me and you, Syndrome, and whoever else is watching. We did it. 82 now. We're in uncharted territory. Can we get to 100? I will not fall for this laser. Oh god. That was too close. 87 now. Oh god. No. No. 91. 91. Sonar. $91. It's good. It's good. It's that final culminating death was it was Nar. It was Nar. There's no two ways about it. Vitalik is still selling ETH every few minutes. 700,000 in the last hour. What? The fuck? Hold on. What's up with this? We might have to change the what the heck is going on? What percentage of this total? Let's find out together. Why isn't Vitalik using Railgun? It'd certainly make his life a lot easier when it comes to Arkham Intelligence tracking them. He has $400 million worth of ETH left. Vitalik has sold the top and been dumping on everyone ever since. Every single time. No, actually, this is the bottom. Let's look at his profit and loss. Huh. Somewhere in the record, to the tune of $10 billion. Ain't he smart? He holds a lot more than 40 million. He holds like $10 billion. Word is he's going to invest in something. Yeah. But what? Maybe he is getting ready to deposit. He could just pre-deposit into the status L2 ecosystem. He wouldn't have to market sell his ether. you know? You know? Yeah, he could bet. See, but he's too scared to do that. He is way too scared. He is way too scared. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, to say the least. But I do suspect he has something up his sleeve, as it were. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird stuff. What can we do, you know? All right, I'm going to do one more shot. Since our last one was a high score. Here we go. We're going for it. We just hit a high score, 91. We're trying to get to 101 round. We're trying to slowly creep up towards the devs' high score. We're trying to be better at the game than the developer is. But let's face it, the developer is probably Claude. Just kidding. But only slightly. Slightly kidding. Slightly Stupid is a mediocre band. Bang, 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 bang. Although I think I have to look back into it, but I think Slightly Stupid always stayed independent and as a result owns all their music and made a lot more money than most bands. So, who's the idiot? Who's slightly stupid? I'm not going to try to test this laser. I will wait patiently. What the fuck? I was trying to hover. No. My hover skills. That was sad. All right. Well, no point over crying now. No point in crying now. Oh, got hit with a oscillating samsara wheel. Those direction changes really. Oh my god. Oh my god. 53. I can't end on a 53. Give it a couple weeks and we might be praising him or crossing him at equal lengths at the opposite. You know, I'll say this, Syndrome. Number one, I think you are right in that it's good to wait and not rush to judgment on anything. The other thing is, there's a few things. Number one, Vitalik is a user of Railgun. He has stated so in the past. He certainly can operate in a shielded way doing this if he wanted to. So, and he's an intelligent person who understands everything he does has an impact, or everything he does and says publicly has an impact. So, it does indeed indicate that there are more factors at play than you and I are aware of. Number two. Regardless of whether or not he's market dumping ETH, it's not good to have a single point. It's both good and not good to have a single point of failure. Not that he's a single point of failure, but to have such a strong voice in any community. Not only that, Vitalik basically dictates the Ethereum Foundation, the people's positions within it, and its direction. And as a result, basically the Ethereum core devs as well. I think there are other voices and people at that table of leadership, but no one really as much as him. No one with nearly as much clout or authority. And I am doing some deep research that I will continue to for at least another month or so before I speak publicly on what I have learned. You know, as is with anything in this life and in this world, things are more complex than they appear on the surface with seemingly everything. And so too is the Ethereum paradigm. and a lot of decisions have been made in the direction of ETH and which protocols should be supported and where efforts should be pointed and how much core devs should be paid, and there's all sorts of drama. Who is or isn't deserving of their positions at the Ethereum Foundation and what the direction of the Ethereum Foundation should be. These are all like controversial and debatable topics. And you have to, I've held ETH for a long time through all of the ups and downs. And your time paying it, the longer you pay attention to anything, the more you start to notice small details and not inefficiencies, but like things that aren't always congruent and or things that make you go, The Ethereum Foundation themselves, or as an entity, has market dumped the top of each cycle. Also, Vitalik pre-mined a ton of Ether. So there's that. But so did Satoshi for Bitcoin, right? So, origins are important. Progenitors are important. Where did something or someone come from? Where did they inherit their talents, intelligence, knowledge? Who helped them on their rise to wherever they have risen to? These are all things to consider for anyone in a position of power or authority. And no one should be exempt of or from that sort of examination. Has that treatment been given to everyone, our present subject included? No. Am I being way too vague? Yes. But for those that can read in between the chair and the table, I think you are following what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. I am researching the origins of Ethereum, and it's interesting what I have already found, and I will continue to research. And I may or may not share it widely, the things that I have learned. Is that vague enough for you? All right, as I've bloviated, we've reached 67, which at the beginning of today was basically my record. My record is now 91. All right, I don't trust this saw here. Okay, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see if we can't. Oh, the wall bounce fucked me, man. $78, $79. All right, is this a direction changer? It is not. It is a single direction wheel of samsara. Ah, dude, it tried to draw. You see what it tried to do? You see what it tried to do to me? Oh God, look at I'm not gonna try to look. And there's a spike there too. How the fuck? And is it a direction changer? It is a direction changer. All right. Well, man, where's the hole? Somewhere as it retracts right there. Okay, so I'm gonna let it grow back out, and then as it retracts, oh God, yeah, I couldn't even get close to it. 85, not bad. Mais oui, syndrome Suez française. People lose their minds minutes after removal. I feel fear is unfortunately so seeing a figure like that cell is stressing them out. Of course, stressing me out. I mean, it's not. Honestly, it's not. It's interesting, but like people could do whatever they want at this point, man. You know what I mean? Give it a couple weeks, we might be praising him at equal lengths at the opposite side. Yeah. I agree. All right, this is Chair's Table. I am Chair. I'm here to prop you up. Thank you for being here. Chair's Table, everyone eats. How much is up to you? No. There we go. I wonder if each level is predetermined, or does it dynamically generate obstacles as you progress through the level? Something to ask the developer if we ever can get his ear or her ear. Their ear. That's not to say they're here in Jamaican, but just their ear as in speaking with them. Son of a bitch. Oh, nice. I was about to say I haven't seen any fireballs in a while, and here they are. Oh God! I forgot that the fireball launcher is also a knife. The fireball launcher is also a knife. Excuse me. Oh God. Terrible. Terrible way to end it. We gotta figure out a better fireball timing strategy. Anyone have any thoughts on how to navigate those fireballs more better? By the way, Chair's Table is brought to you by KeyCARD. KeyCARD and KeyCARD Shell, world's first and only 100% open source, 100% air-gapped hardware wallet. Get yours at keycard.tech. If you want a small discount, find my profile on X at Very Comfy, as you see scrolling on your screen there. And there you will find the link to web3sucks.eth.limo. And on that page, you will find a link for a 10% discount. You can also become an affiliate yourself at affiliates.keycard.tech. There is no barrier to entry, unless you're from North Korea. I think that's the only barrier to entry. No, I don't know. I think even your North Korean friends can join, but don't take my word for it. KeyCard Shell. Get yours at keycard.tech. Go to web3sucks with an x.eth.limo to find the discount code believe there are 4 people that have used that code in all time. Wow. Still nicked it. 4 people total, and thank you very much, folks, that have. I appreciate it. I will do something good with my affiliate shekels. I'm gonna buy my cat a new tree. How about that? Woo. Oh, come on. That was not great. Ooh. Oof. I have no choice but to try to get through that now. Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, God. All right, this one's gonna be for the highlights clip maker. If you can, if I can get out of here, come on, come on! Holy shit! Come on, son of a bitch! Fuck! Holy moly! This is incredible. This is incredible. I can't. I'm. Come on. Holy moly. Good golly jeepers. Yes! No! Yes! Oh! Oh! Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. Oh! No. No. We just had the battle of our life to die like that. Click gain, man. Click gain. Am I a developer? I'm one of the worst developers you'll ever know. But there was a time in my life, for a period of about 4.5, 5 years, that my main source of income was as a developer writing code. Yes. I have moved on from writing code, as I think my talents are better served in other places. Certainly with the advent of LLM assisted coding, well, the writing is on the wall. But I've written a for loop or two in my day. I started learning to code like meaningfully and actually around 2015, 2016. Got my first job in software as a technical support agent, tier 2, which is like the more technical, more technical than a tier 1 agent. And from there, I joined a team. Like, that team that I joined was very cool and very experienced, and saw how hungry I was, and they let me eventually, or pretty quickly, start writing the fixes to the bugs that were being reported. And they propped me up in a big way. They kind of showed me the ropes of the game. And then I started freelancing in crypto during COVID. And left that position, the aforementioned and described position, to be 100% devoted to crypto projects in 2021. And that is what I have been doing ever since. Mostly project management and coordination and comms. Oh my god. Oh, I thought I had the timing down, but I didn't. All right, I think we're gonna have to call it now. We hit 91, everyone. 91 was our high score today. Same as love. So this is the overall high score leaderboard. 283 is a high number. I am the daily overall leader and number 2 weekly. Total score, I am number 3. Coming for that ass, Dishki. All right, Todo es mentira, desde mundo. Todo es mentira, la verdad. The world is a lie. That lie is the truth. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.